Good evening everyone, and welcome to PPR News. For today's top news story we will be covering the pumpkin elections and take a look into the details of it all. First up, the Reds. Punky, how are things looking over at the Reds campaigning site?
Thanks, Paul. And yes, the Reds are definitely increasing their campaigning in the heart of Pumpkin Town. The Reds continue to up their strong beliefs and are warning locals of increased terrorist attacks if the Yellow Party wins the election.
Yes, the Yellow Party. Let's talk about the parties that will be running in this election. Here is the current bar graph of who has the most votes overall. So far it is predicted that the Reds will only get 22% of the vote. This is quite good for the Red Party overall. However, still not above their peak, which was 25%. Next, let's move on to the Orange Party. The Orange Party released their own promise book a few weeks after the Yellow Party. In there they state in much detail on how they plan to improve the industry and the economy. So far their most popular promise is to be the revival of Monkey Town to make it a booming city like it was in its heyday. Many votes in Boomtown and Boneville love this plan as it would benefit the local economy in these states too. Let's have a look in some of these states in closer detail. Back to you, Punk.
Thanks again, Paul. And yes, I'm here with a local farmer from Boneville. Tell me, sir, what do you think of the plan to revive Monkey Town?
I think the plan is great. They really need to do something with that place after the war. My family has been farming this land for generations, and I've heard the stories of Monkey Town being the greatest city on the realm, and the capital of the great MU government. It's a shame really what it has become now, but I believe that the Orange Party can finally change that.
Well, you've heard it here, people. Everyone I've spoken to in Boneville are sharing similar views on the plan. But let's head over to Pinkcon, who is over in Boomtown now.
Thank you, Punk. And yes, I am standing in one of the oldest states ever to be founded on the realm. You can almost feel the history leaking out of this place as it stands the test of time. Here we have another local Boomtown resident. So Miss, what do you think of the new plan for Monkey Town?
Hi there. And yes, I think the plan is great. It's a positive sign to see that some people in Pumpkin Town still do care about our well-being outside of their heartland. That's the kind of government we need, a government that focuses on all the important aspects that our nation truly needs. As much as I love education and want it to expand, the Yellow Party should focus more on practical needs that can change lives rather than fancy universities. Either way, I think both parties are great. However, so far, I've felt that the Orange Party will be the people to actually bring positive changes to us. That's why my vote is going to Orange.
Thank you for sharing, Miss. So far it seems that the Orange Party still dominates these areas, but now back to you in the studio, Paul.
Thank you. Pimpcon was it? Man, these names get confusing. Anyway, on to the greatly anticipated Yellow Party, who is currently in the lead with 40% of the vote compared to the Orange Party, who is just short, sitting at 38%. The Yellow Party was the first party in Pumpkin Town to release their promise book. In the book they talk about upping education and improving infrastructure. Let's head over to the now officially named New Piaon City, to honor the tragic death that cut short his time as leader. Over to you now again, Punky. How are things looking over there?
Thanks again, Paul. Now I am standing in Flag Street where Yellow supporters have gathered for the election. Pardon me, sir? Why are you supporting the Yellow Party today?
The Yellow Party. We love the Yellow Party, I mean, how could you not? Their views on expanding education and infrastructure will lead to even more opportunities not just for us, but future generations to come.
Well, there you have it, Paul. The people here are loving the Yellow Party. Back to you again in the studio.
Thanks again very much, Punky. You were definitely right. People over there in New Piaon City are just loving the Yellow Party. On other news, the railway will still stay shut for the time being. as investigators try to uncover what terrorist organization was behind this terrible attack. That is all the news we have for today when it comes to the pumpkin elections. If you want more news to tune into, we suggest watching Dragonite News, as they have many news stories over on their side of the realm. Until next time on PPR Pumpkin Public Radio, I'm Pumpkin Paul, signing off.